have a really good feeling that 2026 is going to be a great year. Hey book besties, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about all of my bookish goals for 2026. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around for more book content. So we might as well kick it off with what my reading goal, the number of books I want to read, is going to be. And for 2026, I'm hoping to read 100 books. For 2025, my goal was 80, and as I'm filming this, I've read 139, which is amazing. I never thought I could read 100 books in a year, but I can. So I'm setting my goal a little less because I want to be more intentional about my reading. One of my goals in life that I've wanted to do for a very long time is become a published author. I have so many story ideas and I've written a lot of them, but I've never actually finished one. So in 2026, that is my goal. I want to focus more on my writing, and that means I need to find time to do that. So I'm hoping that if I read a little bit less, that will free up some time for me to do some writing. So that is my goal. And how I plan to do that, so other than reading less books or trying to read less books, I think I'm gonna set a maximum number of books to read each month so that I can kind of keep myself on track. I don't have a number really set in mind, but maybe 8 to 10, something like that, so that if I do, if it's the 20th of the month and I've already read 10 books, I can be like, all right, I gotta pump the brakes a little bit. Let me spend the next 10 days focusing on writing instead of focusing too much on reading. So I'm hoping that that'll help me stay on track and be intentional about how I'm spending my time. As for books that I want to be picking up in 2026, one thing that I've been doing for probably a year and a half now is making hopefuls lists. And that's just kind of a list of books that I want to be reading in each month. And that's been really helpful for ARCs or buddy reads and just keeping track of those types of books and putting in books that I want to read that are seasonal or just that I happen to want to read that month. But I think I'm also going to stop creating a hopefuls list, or at least not really share a hopefuls list, so that I can be more focused on mood reading, because I really love to mood read and I didn't do as much of it as I would like in 2025. So I'm hoping to lean more into that again in 2026. That said, there are some books that I really need to be prioritizing when I'm doing my reading this year. I am attending 3 book events. So there are books from authors who I will be meeting who I want to read before I get to meet them. So those are books that are very high on my list of things to read. I have a couple of big group buddy reads of books that I've already started, series I've already started or series that I will be starting. So I'll be doing those. I do want to limit some of my buddy reads a little bit to do more mood reading, like I said, and just free up my time for writing. But I also have a lot of books I need to catch up on, namely ARCs. I have a lot of ARCs that either haven't been released yet or have already been released that I have not read yet, and I really need to get through all of those and read them, because I used to be really bad about applying for ARCs, and I have been a lot better in the last 6 months. I've been really intentional about which books I request and not just anything that sort of sounds interesting. So anyway, I want to go through my backlog of those and get caught up on my ARCs so that I don't feel stressed out that I have too many ARCs at once. And sort of piggybacking on that, because most ARCs are Kindles, I have a lot of Kindle books on my TBR that have not been read. And I'm talking ones that I've purchased for myself or downloaded for free or something like that. I use Kindle Unlimited a lot, which is great, but I have a lot of Kindle books of my own that I haven't read yet. So I need to do that. And I'm actually thinking of doing a TBR jar of my Kindle reads and even my ARC reads so that I can make it a little bit more fun and be a surprise about what I'll read, but we'll see, because again, I'm a mood reader, so who knows. And then I also have a lot of book of the month books that I just haven't been reading. I was doing really good for a while there where I was reading quite a few, but the last couple months I just haven't been picking them up. So I want to get through my backlog of those and get caught up on my book of the month books. And last is books that have been sent to me from publishers or indie authors. I have a couple that I just haven't gotten to yet, and I really want to start prioritizing those as they come in so that I can get them read, especially if I get them before the book releases. I really want to be better about doing that as well. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It feels a little bit vague which is good for me because I can, go with my feeling, go with my mood, and see what draws me in and what I want to be picking up. And then I have some goals as an influencer that I want to reach. So my main platform is on TikTok, and if you're not following me there and you have a TikTok account, please go ahead and do that. I would love to have you over there. I reached 10K this year, which was my goal for this year, so I'm so excited I hit that. So in 2026, I would love to hit 20K. I think that's totally doable to, double my following. So that's what I'm aiming for in 2026. And I also would really like to start getting more collabs. I've had an idea to aim for one paid collab each month, and I think that could be doable. I already have one planned out for January, so that's good, and I'm excited for that. And then I joined this influencer program for specifically for book influencers that I'm hoping that I can use to garner interest on there and, get some paid collabs that way. I just think it'd be really fun to make money from book talk. And yeah, it'd just be so cool to do that because I love talking about books, and to be able to say that I've been making money from doing that would be so cool. For my YouTube channel, which is where we are right now, I had a goal for this year to reach 1,000 followers, which I didn't do. I know YouTube is a little bit harder to grow than other platforms, which is totally fine. I've grown such a great community on here. I think I'm at 230 something followers, which is amazing. I love that so much. So for 2026, I'm gonna make my goal to reach 500 subscribers, and I think that, again, is pretty doable. I've been trying to be more consistent on YouTube in the last couple months, and I have noticed some traction with my subscribers increasing each time, so I feel really good about that, and I want to be really intentional about my YouTube channel and posting more consistently. So yeah, I think I can do it. And then over on Instagram, it's kind of hard managing a lot of these accounts, but I will say that TikTok and YouTube are the two platforms that I prioritize most, and Instagram is just one that I use, but I don't I don't nurture it as much as TikTok and YouTube. But I still would like to grow a little bit more and start using it a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know that I really have a goal on Instagram, more just to engage more in the platform and be consistent with it. And I think that that's obviously really doable. I do feel really good about the goals that I've set for myself. I feel like they're very realistic, and I'm excited to see how this year goes. I really have a good feeling about it. 2025 was such a great year for me, and I'm just really excited to see where this next year takes me. In the comments, I would love to know what some of your goals are for 2026. Whether they're book related, not book related, share it all with me. I would love to hear it. Thanks for watching, besties. I'll see you next time.